See, I grew up in North Queensland, and I was really lucky to grow up in a town that had lots of arts things happening. And there was a company just outside of where I lived, outside of Innisfail, called the Grin and Tonic Theatre Troupe. And a number of classmates and I became members of the Grin and Tonic Theatre Troupe. So from when I was 14 to when I was 27, I kind of did what I call my apprenticeship in the arts. Later I came to Brisbane and did my formal education, where I did a Bachelor of Arts degree. Then for 8 years I taught at Brisbane State High School, and mainly I taught English, history and Greek, and I taught some drama. So I came here in the beginning of '89 as QPAC's education officer, and that was wonderful for me because it allowed me to put together my teaching experience and my understanding of what it was to learn together with my arts experience. What QPAC didn't have in its program was something that drew young people, and initially we were thinking 3 to 8 year olds, and how we could give them a big introduction into the arts. And that's really how we began the journey of Out of the Box. Some people learn by watching, some people learn by listening, and other people learn by doing. So the festival then had to come up with a whole range of different activities that allowed for early learning, because our big focus was teaching children how to read the arts. We knew that if we were going to keep children engaged, we not only had to keep the material at a cognitive level that they could reach and enjoy, but also we needed to keep the shows at a length that they could accommodate, but also be aware that some children were scared of the dark. So rather than come into a theatre and bring the lights all the way down, we designed the shows so that we might only bring them down to 40% light, rather than go to a straight blackout, where children could see each other and they didn't feel the fear of being in the dark, yet they could still get the excellence of the show. And that made a really big difference. Every good public institution reflects the community that it actually services. All the best art is within the context of its community. So community is such a big part of, what we might be this big public institution, but without our community we're nothing. So the community really is central to how we operate, how we make decisions and how we engage. And it comes back to how you define your community, how you see your community, how you work with your community. I don't ever foresee a time where QPAC or Out of the Box is actually so internally focused that it just achieves everything from inside. The only way to achieve it is to be totally collaborative and invite people in so that you actually can create work that's worthy of the whole institution. I think it would be very hard to imagine a QPAC or a South East Queensland without an Out of the Box, and I think the way it's been taken into a child's learning experience is one of the rewarding things about it. One of the most exciting days was Pirate Day, and if you can imagine 5,000 kids dressed up as pirates, and I can remember standing downstairs in the foyer and there was excitement everywhere, and this poor mother ran up to me and said, "Have you seen my son?" And I said, "Oh, what do you look like?" "He's dressed as a pirate." And we were completely surrounded by pirates. Yeah.